let's talk about Jared Goff says the best thing that happened to him was to get traded to the Detroit Lions. Now, is he lying to get the contract? Now, he's been throwing some fillers out there saying that he loved being here. You know, he want to stay here if they love to have him, if they want to keep him here. But one thing about quarterbacks, I think he being genuine. They gonna get paid, bruh. They gonna get paid. They don't really play on the last year of a deal. With his type of numbers, he's easily a top 10 quarterback. And ideally, we've criticized him, and I criticized him when nobody else did about the NFC Championship game when he missed that throw to Josh Reynolds. He threw it at his ankles, and then he missed Jahmyr Gibbs for a touchdown before the half. Nobody talked about those misses that he had. Now, should Josh Reynolds have still caught that first one? I mean, yeah, come on, let it go. I mean, ideally, yeah. I mean, but yeah, 6'3", catching at my shoestrings. So I think the thing that he need to work on this offseason is just, throwing on the run. Take some ballet, take some tap dancing classes, take some ballroom dancing classes, go down to the MGM. I go down there sometime. Be some nice women down there too. I think that might be the method for him, and just work on just foot movement. You know what I'm saying? You gonna run it behind, you gonna run it back of me. I swear, man, women cannot drive. But yeah, yeah, I think that might be the ticket for him, bro. To be honest, just work on his foot movement. But I think he genuinely wants to be here, because the quarterback gonna get paid. He can hold out, somebody trade for him. He gonna get his money. They don't play on the final year of the deals. I mean, what Kirk Cousins did when in Washington was unheard of. For the Redskins, playing on 2 years, 2 franchise tag years and getting all that money. That was literally unheard of, So, that was literally unheard of. So, but just my personal opinion on it, I think he's genuine. He said he was traded here to be left for dead, and that's what it was. He was a throw-in. He was to be, left for dead and all that shit. That was the conventional wisdom, man, that he was sitting here to be dead. And Brad Holmes didn't help him out a whole bunch. Tyrell Williams, I mean, St. Brown caught fire when Tim Boyle became the quarterback. I think people forget that. Whatever him and Tim Boyle, whatever he figured out around that time, man, I was like, hey, man, they helped him get him on track. And then, he started balling. And at the end of the day, man, sometimes we don't understand why things go left, why things go wrong. But sometimes, you got to go through something to make you a better person. That might sound crazy. Sometimes you got to go through shit to make you a better person, bro. To make you a stronger person. And that's why, man, a lot of guys, man, that's why y'all end up being successful long term, because we don't have no bailouts. Ain't no Section 8. Ain't no welfare, food assistance, ain't nothing that really for dudes, dog. Unless you an extreme case. Even if you homeless, I seen dudes get turned down for that shit. So you gotta find a way when it ain't no way. That builds character. You know what I'm saying? A lot of dudes that survive divorces, I don't know why y'all get married again, some of y'all, they come out better men. I had to sleep in my car, I had to stay with my parents again. You built yourself back up. You became better men. So when you go through something, that's just part of the part of life. Without going through something, you can't have the character that you need to be successful. And without this trade, I don't really think Goff would be Goff. And shout out to him for taking on the challenge. I mean, the city embraced him. He embraced the city. He said the coach has been great. They empowered him. You heard Dan Campbell talking about it. He taught him some things that he might necessarily not knew in LA. And shout out to him for being open-minded. I mean, this is a guy that went to the Super Bowl. This is a guy that did a lot of phenomenal things in his career and felt like he could have been above a Ben Johnson, a Anthony Lynn, a Dan Campbell, a Brad Holmes, But he came in and he was the right guy for the job. Never got too high, never got too low. And sometimes you got a good fit like Jared Goff, I don't really think, in my opinion, I don't think you want to really tamper with that. Now, if you got a dog like you had with Russell Wilson behind Matt Flynn, then that you got to roll with that. You got to roll with that dog. In those cases, you know, if you got a dog, you got a dog. But if, you know, Goff, you know, you fuck around with Goff, you never find a replacement that fit as well as Jared Goff. You know, that's just the point about it. Some of the things that he got going on, running on the move, that's what he should be practicing on all year. Is moving and throwing, sliding, throwing. You know, if that's doing it with a weight vest, if that's doing it, you know, with his legs tied, you know, tied with a shoestring to make sure whatever it may be, taking dancing lessons, squats, lunges, Bulgarian squat, whatever it is to get his legs on track. I believe that's what he should be doing, in my humble opinion. But that's the only real true deficiency. I mean, even going outside, he better than Stafford. So, you know, that may go down as the most important move that Brad Holmes ever made, more than any other draft pick or anything like that. 29 years old, be 30 in October. I mean, I think it was an excellent choice. That's a student driver. I ain't even mad at it. I think that's an excellent choice. He criticized it. My thing was, if you're gonna trade for him, you know, you hitting the reset button. He was still young enough. If you're gonna trade for him, my whole thing about it was, the only mistake he made was not putting enough weapons around him earlier. When Tyrell Williams went down, their whole receiving corps went down. And Brad Holmes knew he was wrong, because then he tried to go out there and get Trinity Benson. Then Jared Goff told him that, oh, we're going to get you some weapons next year. Next year they did. It's just that he just kept investing into injury-prone players. That's the only reason the Lions is behind. You know, they ahead, but that's the only reason they not further ahead right now. Because he invested in Onizork. He invested in Pascal. You know, Melifanu got banged up here. And a lot of the guys that they invested in, I think Melifanu was a Bob Quinn pick. It was a Brad Holmes pick. A lot of the people he invested in, they just got injured. DJ Shark got injured. You got to remember, DeAndre Swift got injured early in that season. That Minnesota game, like 20 people went down. We was up in that game. You know, DJ Shark was playing a little bit banged up. I think St. Brown went down not too far after that, too. You know what I'm saying? Remember, he had that horrible New England game when, you know, St. Brown was playing half-ass hurt. I mean, even that year we played Dallas, we should have beat Dallas, and Jamal Williams had never fumbled in his career. Fumbled on the 1 yard line. We was gone. Half our good players was out with injury. You know? So injuries is the only reason they didn't make the playoff that year. And let's say, you know, they draft guys were healthy and they got healthy guys that can come in and do the job. You know, they would have won the Super Bowl this year probably, just with that experience, but they're ahead of schedule anyway. You know, they're ahead of schedule anyway, but shout out to him, man. You know, like I said before, man, I learned through life, you go through certain things, you might go through certain things, it might save you from something else. So you're like, damn, I'm going through some bullshit right now, and it might be saving you from going through some more bullshit, or going through something worse. So, without the downs, there really ain't no ups. You know, without the good, it ain't the bad. Without the bad, it ain't the good. If everything was good, it'd be like that movie Pleasantville. You ain't never seen Pleasantville? Go check it out. Great movie. But hey, check out Detroit Lions Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. The subscribe button is the bell icon button. Get all notifications. Increase your chance to get notifications. We go live or drop a video. Financially, you want to support the channel. Cash App, $CJ313. Venmo, CJ313. PayPal link in the description. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal. Appreciate the love and support. Peace.